Hi friends, I'm here with a yoga offering. As always, please go at your own pace, rest whenever you need to, and feel free to skip things or change things if they're not working for you today. Let's begin standing. So you can come into a hip width apart stance, little bend in the knees, you're not locking. And we'll just take a few moments with eyes closed or a soft gaze towards the floor. Start to slow down your breath. And tune into the soles of your feet. Feel how your weight is balanced between the toes and the heels, the right and the left, insides and outsides. And try and find the place where everything is even. You might notice there's quite a bit of movement. It's subtle, but your body is in constant motion, re-correcting, making little adjustments so you stay upright. You might also notice the movement of your rib cage as you breathe. Even your own heart beating or your pulse. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you. So let's begin with a few ankle circles. Take the right foot and circle it around the ball of the foot, keeping the supporting leg a little bent. A few times to the outside, a few times to the inside. And then same thing on the other side, left leg circling around the ball of the foot. A couple times one way, a couple times the other way. And then right arm circles back, as far back as you can. You can play around with speed, maybe a few fast ones, slow ones. Quality, whether you isolate at your shoulder or let the rest of your body move a bit. And then forward with this arm. Biggest circle possible. Now left arm back. Playing around with speed and quality. And then forward. And then take both arms up and try circling one arm forward and the other arm backward. This is more for the brain than the body. It's a little tricky if you get lost. Start at the top again and then try circling one forward, the other backward. If you get it slowly, you might try a few quickly. And then let that go and take a little wider stance and let your arms swing like rope. Let that slow down. We'll bring our hands into light fists and then pat all the soft parts of the legs. The insides, the outsides, the fronts, the backs. Just bringing some awareness through touch. Tapping awake all the parts of your legs. You can do your buttocks, your hips, gently on your belly and lower back. And then both arms, all the soft parts. Try to touch everything. Gently on the chest, shoulders, and then use your fingertips to your face and your head. Just tapping awake. And then shake it out. Shake your hands, your arms, your legs and feet, your butt, whole body. And then gather up all that energy and step up towards the front of the mat into mountain pose. Feet can be together or apart. Stand nice and tall. Imagine gathering up from the earth all the way past the top of the head. Next inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen, part way up. Plant the hands, step back, come into a high push-up position. And lower down, low push-up, elbows hug the sides. Come into your back bend. And this could be as low or high as feels right for you. You might take it gently or deep. And then back to down dog when you're ready, hips high. Take your time getting into this first down dog of class. You might pedal out your feet a little bit. Bending one knee as you press the opposite heel towards the floor. Waking up the backs of the legs. And then drop your knees. Let's sink back to child's pose. Releasing hips to the heels. Forehead to the floor. Just a reminder that you can rest anytime, whether you rest in this shape or a different one. And the rest is a good place to come back to your breath. Back to feeling what you're doing now. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left and then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. And then back to center. Let's lift up through table. Back through down dog. Bend your knees, look forward, and lightly hop or step your feet to the front of your mat. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms pressed down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Please take the time you need for all your transitions. And rest in a pose that feels like a rest for you. So that could be down dog. Could be child's pose, sitting, hands and knees, forearms, something else. One more deep breath in and out. Back through down dog. Step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back. Lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, take your right leg up. Bend your knee in and start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, send it a little higher, and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Send it up and back. All right, towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge, arms up. Settle in, sink low. Grab the left wrist, take it over for a side bend. Same thing other side. Grab your right wrist, take it over. Back to center. Interlace fingers behind your back. Lift the chest. Release arms up. Tip forward, standing splits. Hands to the floor or do a couple blocks. We'll do this with hips square and with the upper body letting go. Like ragdoll, let your head hang. Neck release. Last breath here. Step back, warrior one. Arms up. Settle in, deep bend in the front leg, straight long back leg. One more breath. Release optional handstand swings on your way to down dog. If you want to take a few swings up and down, you're welcome to. You can do as many or as few as you like. Eventually finding your way back to down dog, however you get there. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up, bend your knee in and start circling. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, send it a little higher, and then bring your left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Send it up and back. Right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Settle in. Grab your right wrist, take it over, side bend. Same thing other side. Back to center, interlace fingers, other thumb on top. Release arms up. Tip forward, standing splits. How much can you let your head hang? And reaching that back leg straighter, longer, higher. Last breath. Step back. Warrior one. One more breath here. Release optional handstand swings. So you can do these or not. If you're doing them, do as many or few as you like. Eventually finding your way to a good rest. Whether that's down dog, child's pose, sitting, something else. Slow down your breath. One more deep breath in and out. Come back through down dog and step, or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Bend your knees, come into chair. Utkatasana. Hips sink low, head reaches high, shoulders low, fingers high. One more breath. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, shift forward and find your balance. Square off the hips. Connect the end points. One more breath here. Step back, warrior 1, just one breath. Release through your movement transition. Left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3. How much can you feel what you're doing? Last breath. Step back, warrior 1. Release. Make your way to a good resting pose, whatever that is for you now. Last breath. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, one breath. Warrior 1. From here, let's take eagle arms, right elbow on top of left. Feel your feet grounding, hips sinking, but lift the chest, little upper back arch. Spreading the upper back. And then shift your weight forward, come onto the toes of that back foot and step into eagle, Garudasana. Knee on top of knee. If you can, hook your ankle around your calf, do so. If it doesn't reach, just hug it in close. Last breath here. Unwind, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Roll open through the top shoulder, roll open through the top hip, expanding. Last breath here. Release, make your way to down dog, however you get there. Same thing other side, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, one breath. Step back, warrior 1. Eagle arms, left elbow on top this time. Shift your weight forward, come onto the toes of that back foot. Step into Eagle, Garudasana. Knee on top of knee, hips low, head high. Release, unwind, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Expanding past the ends of the body. Last breath here. Release. Make your way back to a good rest. Letting go of everything we've just done, everything we might do. Last breath here. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. From here, let's take a twist. Left elbow across to the outside of the right knee. If you can't get your elbow, you might use your forearm. Work the palms towards the center of the chest, and then see if you can unweight the left foot and take it off the floor, a little balance. One more breath here. Take a big step back, twisting, high lunge. Feel free to adjust your footing. And then extend the arms either on the inside or outside of that front leg. Take a little rock, front to back. And then windmill up and around into warrior 2. Flip the right palm, reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg, triangle. Open the top arm, tuck it behind the back, half mound triangle. You might bring the back of your hand to your lower back or creep your hand around to the right inner thigh. If you want to work a little more core strength, you could extend the bottom arm forward, following the line of your torso. Let's bend the front knee, half bound, extended side angle. If you want to try for a full bind here, reach the right arm on the inside for the left fingers or wrist behind you. One more breath here. Look to the front foot. We're going to step up to the front of the mat. Could be one big step or a bunch of small ones. Reestablish your bind or let it go. We're going to rise up for a bird of paradise. So bend both knees, unweight the right foot, and then come up to standing. If you don't have the bind, you could approximate by just having your left arm behind your back and your right arm under your right leg. Whether or not you have the bind, you can think about straightening the right leg towards the ceiling. Towards is a direction, not a destination. So you're lengthening as much as you can. Last breath here. Release. Come down and hang in ragdoll. Let that go. Maybe a little sway or shake out. Toe heel your feet together. Bend your knees. Come into chair, Utkatasana. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Work the palms towards the center of the chest. Once you feel steady, start to lift the right foot. Take a big step back. Feel free to adjust your footing, twisting, high lunge. Extend the arms straight on the inside or outside of the front leg. Little rock, front to back. And then let the top arm pull you up and around. Warrior two. You might adjust your footing. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior two. Straighten the front leg, triangle. Take the top arm open, tuck it behind your back, half bound triangle. Make sure not to lock the bottom leg. You might extend the bottom arm forward. Last breath. Release, half bound, extended side angle. If you did take a full bind on the other side, you might try that again. Can breath be slow and deep? One more here. Look to the front foot, step up to it. Readjust your bind or let it go. Shift your weight into the right foot, rise up to standing. Bird of paradise. You can approximate the bind, can go towards straightening. Last breath. Release. Hang in ragdoll. Let that go. Any movement. If you'd like to get a crow in, take a little step back from the front of the mat. Let's plant the hands shoulder width apart, knees to the upper arms. Shift your weight forward. More weight in the hands, less weight in the feet. If the feet become weightless, you can lift them up. If they are not yet weightless, see if you can be where you are. Slow down. Maybe shift a little bit more weight into the hands. If you were in your hands, come back to your feet. Let's release the wrists, either by circling them, rubbing them, or stand hand. One hand at a time under the feet. Toes pressing into the pads of the hands. Release the hands out from under the feet if they were. We'll make our way back to down dog. If you want to take crow again, you're welcome to. You might hop out of crow. You can also just step back or take a regular vinyasa to get back. From down dog, let's take a pigeon pose, right side. Slide the right knee forward. Scoot back through the left leg, help the hips get as low as they'll go. Set up any support that's useful, a little something under your hips, chest, or forehead. Bring the upper body back up. Take your time. If you have something under your right hip that's in your way, move it out of your way so you can lean to the right. Slide the left knee forward, half euro, left side. So try and get the left knee to point straight ahead, left toes to point straight back. If this is too tight on your knee, hip, or ankle, try sitting up on something, a little lift under the hips like a blanket or block, or patting under your ankle if the ankle is tight. Rather than flexing the ankle out to the side, have it back, but put something under it. Lean back onto the hands, pick up the hips, tuck the tail, and then release the hips back down. You can stay on your hands, or come down onto one elbow, both elbows, or all the way back. Keep dropping through the tailbone, lifting through the belly, yawning open through the front of the left hip. Release, let's lean to the right or roll to the right, taking the weight off the left knee. You might give it a little rub, that ankle a little rub. Adjust the right foot in, and we're going to grab the left foot. So you can start with a bent knee, pulling against it. Try and get a flat back. You can keep your leg bent, or if you're able to keep a flat back, you might straighten your leg, and then if you're able to keep a flat back and a straight leg, you might bend it in. Going towards a nice tall, long spine. Keeping your left leg more or less where it is, bring your hands to the floor. We'll bring the bottom leg under it and then swing the legs all the way back behind you. If they get stuck, you can take a little scooch forward, shoot your feet back, and then make your way to down dog, either through a vinyasa or any other movement. Same thing other side. From down dog, left knee comes forward. Pigeon pose, adjusting the angle, setting up any support that might be useful, and releasing towards the floor. Last couple breaths here. Let's bring the upper body back up slowly. If you have something under your left hip, move it out of your way so you can lean to the left, slide the right knee forward. And take your time adjusting. Do you need some support under the hips or a little padding under your ankle? Can explore how low feels right. Could be one elbow, could be both elbows, could be coming all the way back. Try and keep the sensation in the quad and hip flexor and out of the lower back or knee. Last breath here. To release, lean to the left or roll to the left, straighten the right leg out. Give a little rub to those joints if there's any tightness there. And then adjust the left sole of foot in, grab the right foot, pull against it to lift the chest. Get as tall as you can. If you can keep that height and go towards a straight leg, go towards that. Maybe towards drawing the leg in, bending the elbows. But you meet your edge where it is. We have different bodies. There isn't a way this should be or should look. We're all just going towards our limits and then breathing there, wherever that is. One more breath here. Keep your leg where it is, hands to the floor, bottom leg up underneath, and then go towards swinging the legs through. If you get stuck, take a little shift, make your way to down dog, however you get there. Let's come all the way through to sitting and onto our backs. Bring your knees in, take a little circle or rock with your knees. And then drop the feet to the floor. Let's get set up for a couple back bends, starting with bridge. Feet hip width apart, parallel. Press your feet down to lift the hips high. Once the hips are high enough, interlace your fingers behind your back. You can shrug your shoulders underneath you. And the pose feels complete, take your arms out of your way, roll down, and rest. And rest here until you feel like coming up again. If you feel like coming up again, you can take bridge, what we just did, or half wheel or full wheel, or any other arm or leg variation you know or want to try. And stay as long or short as you like. Could be just one breath, could be a long hold. And the pose feels complete. Come down and rest. You can repeat that process until you're done. If you're still back bending, keep going. There's no rush. If you're done, move on to a counter stretch. So that could be happy baby, a forward fold, a twist, something else. We are moving towards the end of class. It's a good time to get in whatever pose you're hoping to, anything your body's needing. If you'd like to take an inversion, feel free to do that. Listen for the rightness of whatever you're doing. Wherever you are, feeling it. Stay as long or short as you like. Each time you finish something, you can just ask again, what's needed now? If you're not sure what you need, a spinal twist is a good way to wrap things up. Or maybe you don't need anything. Maybe you're ready to come into Shavasana. As you are ready to come into your final resting pose, feel free to adjust your clothing. Grab any props. Do a little self-massage. Eventually settling into a symmetrical, relaxed position. And let go of the control of your breath. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, gently waking your body up again. And let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles, eventually stretching out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side. Use your hands to help you up to sitting. Bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you for supporting me in whatever ways you're able to. Sharing what I do with friends and family is a cheap way to support me. Contributions of any kind, Venmo, PayPal, Patreon, are very much appreciated. Thank you.